Alrighty, so what is going on, everybody? I'm back with a 5th gen Ubers match. This is, yeah, clearly an Ubers match. It's a real simple, straightforward match, which is always nice to have every once in a while. Um, yeah, a lot of it was just mainly, okay, I'll use a move, you use a move, we'll see who hits harder, and that's pretty much all this battle was. So, I'm just cleaning off my fortress as he leads off with a Skyman first turn, and I'm just, why does the annoying have to start at the start of the battle? Because he flinches me with air slash very first turn, which is stupid. Very, very stupid. So that means that I'm going to have to lose my fortress at the very start of the match, and that gives him the very early 6-5 lead, which is something that's typically not good for me. So, gonna go into my Zekrom here, who is my Scarfer. So I just want to see if he's Scarfed, because if he's Scarfed, then he will probably want to stay in. If he's not, then he's gonna want to switch out, and he does switch out. So, figuring that if he wanted to stay in or not, just Volt Switch seemed like a better option to go for, because it would get a fairly decent amount of damage off on the Skyman. If he switches out, then I get switch initiative. So no problem with that there, as he just decides to go into Deoxys defense form. So bring in Palkia here, just because I figured Palkia could hit this thing the hardest. And I decided to go for a Hydro Pump over Draco Meteor, just because of the fact that I don't want to or bother with the defense drop. And plus I think Draco Meteor is stronger, never mind. But yeah, I don't want to deal with the special attack drop. And unfortunately, he's going to just barely live with a tiny sliver of HP that makes you want to rip all your hair out of your head. And he will be able to get up his rocks, which sucks, because I do have a Deoxys attack form on my team, and I don't have my fortress around anymore to spin those away to keep my sash intact. So my Deoxys is pretty much kind of more what's vulnerable. That's what the word is. So he brings in a Skyman again, and I'm just hoping that he doesn't go for the air slash and flinch me to death. But no, he goes for the Seed Flare, and I will be able to live the Seed Flare surprisingly and just clean him out with a Draco Meteor, so I have no problem with that right there. So, in comes this Garchomp here, and he's going to kill me off with the Earthquake. Now, what I did not realize is I didn't realize that he was Life Orb, so when I brought in my Zekrom, I was thinking, wait a minute, what if he's Scarfed? Because if he's Scarfed, then he can outspeed my Zekrom, and that would be really bad, because he'd just kill me with an Earthquake, which I don't want. So I'm going to switch out, go into my Kyogre here, and then he's going to go for the Earthquake, and then I'll see that he's Life Orb, and I'm just, face palm, and I just lost my Kyogre for nothing, because I would really like to have Kyogre for his Kyogre, because Kyogre really can't do anything to other Kyogre aside from Toxic, maybe. That's really the best. Thunder, they could do Thunder, but Thunder won't hurt a whole lot against Kyogre, because they're really specially bulky. But anyways, yeah, I'm just gonna lose mine to a couple of Earthquakes, and then knowing that he's not Scarfed, I could just bring in my Deoxys attack form and just clean out this Garchomp with an Ice Punch, which is very, very much overkill, because it's a Deoxys attack form. I don't even have any attack investment into this thing, and it has like 416 attack, which is crazy. But is he gonna bring in his Kyogre? Probably think that I'm Scarfed or Banded or whatever. But no, I'm Focus Sash, and I'll be able to drop a Thunder on that thing, and he barely lives, which is like, God, why? And then I'm just gonna lose my Deoxys to a Surf, which is a million times overkill, because Deoxys has very, very paper thin defenses on both sides. So, gonna bring in my Mewtwo here, and I will be able to finish him off very easy with a Psy Strike, because it's Choice Specs, and he has no chance of living that. The best thing on his team that could really take a Psy Strike would be his Dialga, but he goes into his Giratina. So, yeah, Giratina is kind of scary. But I go for Psy Strike here, figuring that, okay, well, it's Specs, it's Stab, it's a very powerful move, it should do lots of damage, but it doesn't do lots of damage, and I'm like, what's going on here? Oh right, Psy Strike hits on the physical side, it's pretty much just a Psy Shock on steroids. So, I don't know why I stay and continue to go for Psy Strikes. I guess I'm just like, oh, it's a Giratina what are these? Altered form. This one's the altered. Okay, yeah, it's an altered Giratina. They really aren't too offensive, so I'm not too scared of it. Just spam Side Strike till it's dead. But he Dragon Tails me out into my Zekrom, which I have no problem with either because I can just lock myself onto Outrage at this point and do lots of damage to just about everything on his team. Aside from Dialga, I'm pretty sure that an Outrage won't kill Dialga just because of the fact that it's neutral. But fortunately, it will be able to KO the Giratina, which is great. But here comes this Dialga, and like I did say, I'm pretty sure that one Outrage won't KO the Dialga, and depending on whether or not he's defensive or offensive, then he'll pretty much die to another one. But turns out he's offensive, and he will be able to finish me off with his own Outrage, and I'm just really hoping that he's not Scarf, because if he's Scarf, then he could possibly take the game and get rid of my Mewtwo, but he's Life Orb, so that's great. So that means I can outspeed him, and I can just bring in my Mewtwo, go for whatever the hell I want, and finish it off. And I just decided to go for the Side Strike here, just because it's a cool looking move. I like it. It's a really cool looking move. It's like Side Shock, but with a Giga Impact background. I like that. So, yeah, Side Shock for the win. Snecoles. That's what his name was on the Smoking Waffle Battle Finder, because the video file wasn't labeled on my computer, so I was like, oh, it just says Ubers. Okay, I'll just whatever. But yeah, that was an Ubers match for today. I don't know. Ubers is kind of just for me. I'm trying to get more into it a little bit. It's a fun tier to play. I just like using the real big, overpowered, powerful stuff and stuff because they're just fun to use. So yeah, that's that for today, and hope you guys enjoyed this battle. If you did, leave a comment down below. And don't forget to like button some love. And if you're unsubscribed already and want to see more battles like this in the future, then feel free to click that subscribe button right above. So with that being said, thanks for watching and peace.